that something was going to happen when you guys picked up those 3 wickets for just the addition of 4 runs. In the field, did you really sense at that stage that something was going to break?
I think we've always backed our spinners because we've got some very good left-armers and we've got a very good combination, to be honest. So we've always, though the power play was a bit on the heavy side, we always knew we could keep it to a good total.
And obviously you got the key players out at the right time. That's the important thing.
Yes, some good fielding as well, some brilliant catches.
Yep.
Yes.
And the track, just give me your impression of the pitch.
It was a bit slow. We thought it was a fresh track and we were expecting a bit more bounce on it. But it was a bit slow and maybe a little bit of spin later on. Okay, now this is a really important game for you guys. What is the secret now to winning this one? Of course, apart from getting more runs. Hopefully 156.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah?
What's the important thing though?
I think it would be just spending time at the crease. I don't think it will be an easy wicket to get the runs on. But maybe you spend the first 5 to 10 balls, get your eye in. That would be the secret. Okay, good stuff. Well done so far. Thanks for your time, Angela. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike Hazeman. 6 catches in the innings, so that's an area of the game we've seen an improvement in. Can it continue in the second half of this match? Well, Dambula Viiking, they will require 157 if they are to go on to win this one.
Shorter the format.
Officially it's through the gap.
Harder will be the battle. Who will be at their dominating best?
Kusal Mendes, 55 from 45, and Captain Pereira, Kusal Pereira, getting 41 from 34. They found the going tough in the acceleration and the death overs, and that's because of some good bowling by the Dambula Viiking, their spinners. They were excellent. 2 wickets for Malinda, a wicket for Ramesh Mendes, and Samit Patel, the international player from the UK, proving to be very handy. Rajita was also excellent as a seamer. 2 for 16 he picked up. If you missed the action, these are the highlights. Gurbaz and Captain Kusal Pereira started things off, and it was a bit of a flyer. 33 is what they produce before Gurbaz going for a big shot, produced a skyer, and it was a very good catch. Columbagate diving away, taking a wicket. What that meant, Kusal Mendes came to the crease, and the 2 most experienced batsmen in this Kandy Tuskers team got together and produced a fine partnership. Maybe they wanted a little more striking power. 58 is what they got, and they played all around the park.
Well, they did. But that happened, things changed for Dambula Viiking. Left armour was introduced. Started to put pressure on the batsman. Mendes scoring yet another 50. So much was relying on Taylor, but he was hauled out. Again, taking off the pace. Worked well for Dambula Viiking.
Well, they're understanding the strengths of their team. They understand how this pitch is playing. Nothing wrong with the pitch, but the way to go is taking the pace off it, and that's what they did with the spinners or the seamers. And they pulled the score back. A few lusty blows towards the end from coming to Mendes took them past the 150 mark. The Viking, Dambula Viking, will be happy. One stage it looked like they'll be chasing another 15-20 runs, which would have been difficult. But this is within striking distance.
It should be easy.
Kusal Pereira will have to be tactically smart.
Shorter the format.
Officially it's through the gap.
Harder will be the battle. Who will be at the dominating bed?
When the ball gets softer, the spinners will come into it. But will the spinners be brave? As we saw from the Dambula Vikings spinners, who used change of pace, who used flight, who made the batsmen do all the work. That's why they were successful.
Yeah, Pushpa Kumara was really good. Really good. And his speed was very slow at times, and the variation I thought was outstanding. Anyway, that's the story. The Dambula Viiking have got 157 to win. They've got to go at not a particularly challenging 7.85, it's got to be said. Everything surely is in the Viking team's favour as they stride out now to start the last innings of the doubleheader today.
Monarch Patel has been entrusted to bowl the new ball. He's done a good job. And Dickwella will be facing him. He's done well in his career. Good strike rate, healthy average. His partner, Gopal Taranga, going to open the innings for the first time, and I think it's a good move. He likes a bit of pace on the bat.
One of the changes that were made was Paul Sterling left out. So Taranga moves up and Shamila Shinwari, the Afghan power hitter, former captain, slots in. Munaf Patel, how good was he against the Jaffna Stallions? 2 overs for 14. He got the ball to move. Wobble. He needs to produce once again. And his pace is ideal for this pitch.
Here we go. I think he's done a really good job, Munaf Patel. He's just there and thereabouts. He's not going to bowl with any great pace. He's going to be hovering around 125, maybe a bit above, maybe a little bit below. I'd love to see how his body is every morning, the next morning when he gets out of bed. But he's a wholehearted cricketer, this guy, and it's great to see him out there.
Yeah, he knows. He has to bowl 3 overs, and that's it. And he's been giving his best.
In the air, over the top. There's only 2 allowed outside the circle in the power play, and that's avoided one of them. So there's a boundary first up.
My 11th circle, champion shot. But Munaf Patel offered with just the angle. Opens the face of the bat. Flick of the wrist. Get some extra pace behind it for Dikwela. He needs to produce. He's not really gone on to make a telling contribution for the Dambula Viiking.
He's better than what we've seen in this tournament so far. He's been getting 20s. That's all he's been getting. Better player than that. Aggressive player, feisty little player.
And looking at that team too, he is a very vital player.
There's a neck, caught behind. Munaf Patel has struck. The celebrations from the big fella have started. There'll be a smile at some stage.
Was a little shorter. The width was there, but the length was different. Munaf Patel, even at this pace, tends to get a little bit more bounce than batsmen anticipate. Good catch from Pereira. Patel to Pereira. Dikwela gone for 4. The Viking have lost a wicket. 4 for 1.